Hey there, going somewhere? This brief tutorial will show you how to properly fill out your travel forms. First off, to find the forms, let's type in calstatela.edu into the search bar. Next, we will type in BFS in the search bar. Click Business Financial Services. Welcome to their homepage. Notice on the left there is an option for forms. Go ahead and click this. Once we scroll down, we will see the section labeled Travel. Notice, we have to submit the approved request for travel and the breakdown of expenses. Here, I want to emphasize that advances are required 2 weeks prior to your trip. Also, international travel needs the same documents 2 months prior to your trip. Advances consist of registration fees, prepaid expenses, airfare, hotel, cash posting orders, and rental cars. The International Travel Questionnaire for high hazard areas need to be submitted along with the other 2 documents if traveling to high hazard areas. Lodging exception for rooms over $275 must be submitted if the cost of the room is more than $275 excluding taxes. If you have already gone on your trip, you will need a travel expense claim that must be submitted to BFS within 30 days of the end of the trip. Make sure to attach your receipts and supporting documents along with your travel checklist. Let's start with the breakdown of expenses. First, write the dates of travel. Then, we'll notate the expenses of registration or business expense, hotel or lodging, airfare or transportation, meals up to $55 per day, incidentals up to $7 a day, mileage if you drove your own vehicle, rental car or other means of transportation, gas or other business expense, phone or fax expense, parking and relocation or moving expense. Make sure you input everything correctly and then let them know who you are and the purpose of the trip. Next, I want to show you the request for exception lodging. Simply fill out the necessary information starting with your own information, your trip information, the justification, and finally get it approved. Next is the request for travel. We'll start by filling out your information, your departments, the destination info, and your emergency contact information. For your classification, notice you need to check one box in each column. Contact your approving authority for your account numbers. I haven't added a request total, but you will need to do so before submitting for signatures. Notice the bottom section is the request for travel advance. Again, this is needed 2 weeks prior to your trip. Next, we'll move on to the travel expense claim. First, you'll need to fill out your personal information, then notate the month and year you will be traveling, the location, the lodging info, your meal breakdown of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your incidentals, your transportation costs including the type, parking, and if you used a private car, and lastly, add any business expenses, and then notice you will have your claim total. The remainder of this video will show in depth some details regarding travel forms. I'll only read the title of each slide and simply just pause the video if you wish to know more about this specific subject. Travel forms. Traveler responsibility, approving authority responsibility, cash advances, advances continued, prepaid expense reimbursement, recovery procedures, cancellation of reservations, transportation expenses, transportation tickets and lost tickets, surface transportation used in lieu of air travel. The next 4 slides are regarding rental cars. Now, the next 3 slides are regarding private vehicles. These next 2 slides are regarding lodging. Meals, travel of less than 24 hours, payment of group subsistence expenses, off-campus meals, maximum per person rates for hospitality meals and light refreshments, recruitment, hotels, additional lodging, meals and incidentals reimbursement caps and receipt requirements, reporting incidental expenses, registration or event fees, non-reimbursable expenses, non-employee travelers, completion of a travel expense claim, documentation requirements, missing original receipts, electronic receipts, certification of travel expenses, mileage reimbursement rates for private vehicles and aircraft, travel reimbursement office, and BFS travel contact information. Thanks for watching.